Welcome everyone to another Saturday evening live stream. We have got, oops, there we go. We have got RatherBeTrucking here for another one-on-one convoy, and he's actually got another one of these scheduled, well, planned. We haven't scheduled it yet. He is our top, let's see, where'd he go? He's our top driver for American Truck Simulator for last month with his 97,415 miles. He's also won another one of these for being second place in Euro Truck Simulator in the same month with 54,120 kilometers. So he's a driving beast. You want to say hello there, RatherB?
Hi. As you can tell, most of the time I'd rather be truck simming.
Yeah. And hence the name, RatherBeTruckSimming. All right. Also with me in the Discord is Lurch.
How's everybody doing tonight?
All right. We've got a few folks in here already. We've got 18. And let me recognize who they all are. What happened to my live chat? Where's my live chat? Hang on, I lost my live chat. There it is. How did that disappear? There we go. So let me scroll up to the top. We got Lurch Games, who was here first. Susan Arthur was second. Picard Gaming was third with his hey. Hey, it's Picard Gaming. Paul Lansford is here. I haven't seen you in quite a while. And also been quite a while since I've seen David Singh. And Katie Barber, welcome. Let's see who else we got here. Susan Arthur has been a flatbedder for 13 months. And she drives a lot too. I should probably look that up. Hold on. For how we're plugging along this month so far. She drives a lot every day. So in Euro Truck, she's actually not as many. She's ahead of me, barely. And she's in 17th place. I'm surprised by that. So that must mean because she's focused on Euro Truck Simulator, and she is currently in 3rd place behind Dr. Jones and Drive. So she just needs less than 3,000 kilometers to pass Dr. Jones, although I'm pretty sure he's not going to allow that. We shall see. Excuse me a second while I digest something that I just saw. Okay. Interesting. All right. So moving on down the chat, we got Pugwash is back for more punishment. Now, Katie, you say good morning, everybody. Well, where are you that it's morning? Are you in Europe somewhere? Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's. Turn off the caps lock, and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you.
Watch your language or else Lurch will get you.
Yeah. Oh, and Thor is here. How did I miss Thor? Hope you're getting some rest, Thor. Let's see. Had a good practice convoy with him today. Who was that? Must have missed something.
Oh, practice convoy probably with RatherB.
Ah, okay. That's right.
I guess.
Let's see. My neighbor went to work and her dog woke me up with its howling. Oh, that sucks. You bet, David. Well, it wasn't really a shout out. It was a recognition that you're here. But okay, we'll go with that. Lord Dragon is here. Jeremy Smith is here. Ace the Driver is here. So, share with us where you all are from in the chat. While we get ready to roll, I will tell you, did I show you where we are? We're in Bellingham. We're in Bellingham, Washington, and we have got a load of poles, utility poles, that we're going to take over here to Sandpoint, Sandpoint, Idaho. Iowa's not even on the map yet. Yeah, Iowa. It's like right here. Not even remotely ready. Okay, but we're going to go to Sandpoint, Idaho with these utility poles. Right there. So, this is the type of trailer and load that, or at least these types of loads that RatherBe selected. I did select the load. We're going to get rolling here in just a minute. Picard Gaming, Minnesota. Ace the Driver from Florida. Susan's from Melbourne. Thor's from Denmark. Pugwash, Pontypool, Wales, United Kingdom. And David Singh is from the UK. Paul Lansford, Wagga Wagga, Australia. I kind of knew that. Kind of did. Katie Barber is in Australia. I should have said afternoon, but it's just clicked over to 12 o'clock. Okay. I like the truck next to you with beacons on, the 5 yellow lights on top. Well, that is RatherBe Trucking. Don't you have a skin?
No, I don't have a skin.
Well, we need to get going on that. Have you been here long enough, or is this the month you qualify?
This would be the month I qualify, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to get rolling. Jeremy Smith is from Canada. Exotic Gaming, welcome. I just heard that from 149. We can't buy certain older, I'm going to turn this up, version of trucks, including the 5700 XE. We can only buy older trucks in the form of used trucks. I heard that today as well. I'm all set with my 5700 XE. But yeah, I heard that there are a number of trucks, since they're not new, you can only get them in as used trucks. Well, that actually makes sense. It kind of threw me for a loop, but it makes sense. You can't buy brand new versions of trucks that are no longer in production. So that will be interesting. All right, let's get rolling. I will go ahead and take lead since I booked this here load. So this load is almost 31,000 pounds of utility poles.
And Abuser says, how are you doing?
Hey, Adam.
Ace Driver says, when those 5700 XE only come to being bought as used trucks, I guess it would have a lot of miles to them.
Potentially, during the members live stream earlier today, I bought a used truck. I had 149 set up, and I bought a used truck, not the one I wanted to buy. I was going to buy, I was probably going to get a 5700 XE. It didn't have that many miles on it. Instead, since I asked the audience what I should buy, they all voted on a piece of junk Volvo day cab. Piece of junk. And yeah, that was troublesome. It had over 500,000 miles on it. A lot of other issues. Yeah, that was the members live stream. Should have been there for that. It was pretty interesting. We also took a drive to the PACCAR Technical Center, which was introduced with 149. And it was announced, don't you pull out, it was announced on October 31st when they announced the 149 open beta. Ooh, I should have done some shout outs for flatbedders before I rolled out. But there'll be a red light up ahead.
NC Gaming said, well, you said vote on it. And Thor says he's never going to do that again.
Well, it's not the first time I've let the audience decide.
That Gaming said, yeah, drivers will leave the company if their trucks have more than 30% permanent wear.
What? Knee-High Sniper, our top ATS driver for August. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for January. Isabella Hagloff, Pilot Bro 39, are you here? Oh.
Trucker Kitty.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Turn left at the light.
Turn left.
I was watching a couple of your videos yesterday, and yeah, he did not want to be put in front of the camera.
Who, Trucker Kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could care less. Get out of my face. Oops, I could have been doing shoutouts. Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, is here. Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February, might be lurking.
Exotic said, drivers in the game of our own company will leave unless a total restoration of their trucks is done.
Is that documented somewhere?
That sounds great, though.
It sounds expensive.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I mean, might be realistic, but man, it sounds
Turn
expensive.
right.
Gotta stop here at the red light before turning right.
Matthew Roth says good evening, Boomer, and Ken Beard says hi all.
Matthew Roth, Ken Beard, welcome. Don't know why I got that spider hanging up there. I should have something else. Well, that's from the Halloween event. I guess there isn't anything else currently in American Truck Simulator.
Yes, Adam, a restoration is more expensive than a repair bill.
Yeah, it's like, I got a green. It's the equivalent of buying a new truck or more.
I got a red.
Daddy says, I'm not sure if it affects existing trucks and drivers, but from 149 it will be in effect. Apparently they did this for older players to spend their accumulated money.
Green remaining.
Okay.
Turn right.
Oh, it's getting dark.
Keep left.
Matthew Walter says good. Says, how are you doing tonight?
Good. Welcome to the stream. I think, let's see, it's 8:30. It's not really dark yet, so, but soon. will flash forward the time.
Keep right.
We're exiting up here.
Right.
So those of you who were on the stream, the members only live stream earlier today, will recognize this exit. This is the one that, of course, we were coming from the other direction. But I got off.
Keep right.
And turn left here.
Turn right.
Now, I had mentioned also during that stream that this was a town that I lived in as a teenager, and my high school my high school sweetheart's mother worked at a bar at this interchange when I was in high school many decades ago. So, yeah, this area is, there's a lot of memories for me. Nicholas, Triple XN, Trucker King 2010. I think he's at a company picnic or party. Susan Arthur, our top ETS 2 driver for May, is here. XLT 588 Gaming. Casey Fort, our top ATS driver for April. Lights changing. Oh yeah, I think it's time to change the time. Get ready for a flash in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, that was a flash. I didn't prepare myself for that very well. Now, I've talked about it a couple of times when I've been this way before. This is the Cascade Loop Scenic Highway. I have been on this route many times in my younger years. It is a beautiful drive, as you will see if you haven't been this way before.
Says, are you doing tomorrow night live stream?
Tomorrow night? I don't have anything planned for at all tomorrow. What about tomorrow night? Is there something going on I need to know about?
Exotic says the sad part is that no damage mod may work with the new repair system. And Douglas Williams is here.
Hey, Willie.
An abuser says, is it easy to adjust the truck's suspension in real life?
No. Are you talking about the airbags?
Yeah, Picard says no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. First of all, unlike in the game, I've never seen a truck where you could adjust the air ride in the front. Doesn't exist as far as I know. Now maybe it does. I've never seen it. The rear, the only time I would ever drop the airbags or dump the airbags, as we call it, is when I need to lower the rear end to either get underneath the trailer or get out from underneath a trailer for some reason. But you know what? I need to stop yakking about all this. I need to, 30. We're dropping to 30. Ooh, look at those snow-capped peaks. I need to let my guest talk. It's his convoy. For crying out loud. See, you give me the yakking, and this is what happens. So, RatherBeTruckSimming. This is his second one-on-one convoy, if I'm not mistaken.
Turn left.
That's correct.
And I will let him talk about himself,
Turn left.
starting with we're turning left here, follow the road. Starting with, where are you from?
I currently live in Alabama.
Which is in the southeastern United States, for those who don't know.
Yep.
You say currently, are you moving?
Well, I have traveled around a lot, lived in a lot of different places, and hopefully within the next couple years, my wife and I want to move back to Vermont.
Vermont is very beautiful. Oof, look at that waterfall. Look to your left.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, check out that waterfall on the left as you cross the bridge.
Yeah, it's really nice out here.
Get ready to turn right.
Turning right up ahead.
But yeah, Vermont's a really pretty place. My wife and I really love it up there. We want to get back up there at some point.
But the snow, the cold.
Yeah. My wife actually really misses it. She was born in New York, and she does not like the weather in Alabama.
I can understand that. Especially since, if I'm not mistaken, you live in southern Alabama.
Yeah, we live in the more of the southern part for sure. And yeah, it gets pretty warm here.
Yeah, and muggy.
Yes, warm and muggy, very, very humid. Like during the summer, it's normally, mid to high 90s with 100% humidity, so it's pretty brutal at times.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Over on the left, there was a dam. I'm trying to remember, I think it's Ross Dam. There's a reservoir behind it. That water is green, emerald green. It is like that in real life. I don't remember the reason for that. It's some kind of calcium or something that causes the water to be green. But it is beautiful. Oh, let's see, is this it? No. It's hoping for an overlook. Well, look there to the right. And Diablo Lake, that's what it is, to the left. It is beautiful. So that means that the dam that's holding it back is Diablo Dam. I think there is a Ross Dam.
And Abuser says, RatherBeTruckSimming, do you drive a truck?
No, I wish I did. A lot of the time, I really wish I did, but no, I don't. I'm a software engineer. I create web apps and websites and stuff.
Here's an overlook. I don't know how much we can get into it.
I've always been fascinated with trucks ever since I was a little kid. There's just everything about them, how big they are, the things that they haul, how important they are to like so much of our society and our economy and stuff, and just even just the living on the road and like getting out and seeing all these different places. I've done a little bit of like passenger tourist driving, and like you get to see things, and I really like that.
Things like this, Diablo Lake. I'm just gonna stop right here, and then I'll hop out.
21 people are watching right now, but there's only 17 likes. Hit that thumbs up button and make Boomer's day.
I'm gonna fly over here. This is the dam. I've actually been on this dam. Pretty sure this is the one. We were able to walk over here, but we were able to look at it's maybe this is not the right one because the one that I'm thinking of had a more sharper drop off. But this is a hydroelectric dam, so it provides power. Is one of the dams that provide power to the Puget Sound area. And like I said before, the water at this reservoir is actually green in real life. If I ever find the photos that I have of it, I will share it. See these
That would be
black,
awesome.
these black things here? I mean, they could be rocks, but generally speaking, that would be tree stumps. Because it is a dam, or a reservoir behind a dam, so basically, well, not petrified, but I mean waterlogged tree stumps. So it's kind of an impressive thing. Anywho, Diablo Lake. Let me get a... Hey, CJ Johns 31. Designing a map on FS22. That's got to be a time sink, but I've been thinking about you. Wondering what's up. Let's see. Silent Dilemma, Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Card Gaming is here. Big Owl 2424. I haven't seen him yet. Chasmified, Lobo 1G, our top ETS2 driver for July. Pugwash is here. Purdy and Wim van Gras, our top ATS driver for September, and our top ETS2 driver for October. And Wim and I did a one-on-one convoy yesterday where we both drove cab over trucks in American Truck Simulator. That was a bit outside my comfort zone, but it was okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to where I'm ready to drive the cab over an ATS yet.
Yeah, that's
I'll stick with my long hood. Thank you.
Yep, that's kind of where I've been. Go ahead, Lurch.
Adam User would like to know, RatherBeTrucking, is that a Peterbilt 379?
It's a 389, I normally drive a Ruta 389, and I wanted to kind of emulate that as much as possible in this ResBuild 389. I love the 389, like it's just everything about it, the way it looks, just this is my truck. This would be my truck.
Nicholas is here from Norway.
Oh, there he is. Nicholas, you made it. Did I get through all the flatbedders? I did. So, CJ, we'll have to talk about your map. Oh, third gear. No wonder I'm having trouble getting started.
When my dad was in the Army, so I was a military brat. Lived, I don't know, until like 4th grade. I was in Europe, in Germany. They didn't have, I don't remember seeing the big trucks. And then when we moved to the States, I saw the 389 and I fell in love with it.
Trucker King is here.
Hey there.
How was the party? I asked Trucker King how was the party, and I hear Kiddo from under her blanket saying, "Good."
Is she having a party?
I don't know.
Apparently.
All right, speed limit went up to 60, and I'm working my way up there while watching the road because it is gonna be curvy some more. Look at that mountain peak.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
He says, "I'm beat. Forgot how much effort it takes to bowl."
Oh, that's right. You went bowling. Well, I'm not doing too good on my speed. I'm sidetracked looking at scenery.
At least you got
Yeah,
speed.
I understand that problem.
I never drove this route in a truck, just, you know, when I was a kid. Well, teenager. One of these mountains, I couldn't tell you which, or if it's even modeled in the game properly, we hiked up. It was a day hike. Man, that was a heck of a hike. Thor!
Yeah.
Look at 5 memberships. Phantom 767, Stobbs, Andrew Black, Honda BD, and Chris T are the lucky recipients.
Thank you, Thor, and congratulations to the lucky recipients. Must be feeling a little better. Well, I'm going to pick up my speed some now. Okay, you got me that time. He was disappointed earlier today during the live stream that he's bought a coffee and it didn't startle me. So he did this time. So we're on the back side of this, the eastern slope. Oh, slow traffic. Don't know why this guy's doing like 40, 45 in a 60 zone. Oh.
AI traffic
Willie.
and AI traffic.
Yep. Thank you, Willie. You did startle me a little bit that time, not as much as TK, but I don't know why I'm encouraging that.
Adam says, "I was gonna say Jeepers Creepers." David Singh says, "Me going to hit the hay. It is late for me here in the UK."
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thanks for dropping in. Haven't seen you in a while. Who was it that asked if I was streaming tomorrow night? I don't think I got a response back as to what was happening
Matthew
tomorrow
Walter.
night. Yeah.
It was
Matthew, was there something going on tomorrow night that I should be aware of? I don't think there's anything being released or anything.
It says, "You're welcome, Boomer."
Speed limit's dropping, I think, to 35. Yep. And 25. So this is OMAC.
Keep right, and then continue straight.
Okay, we've got a traffic light up here, currently green. Still green. And speed limit pops up to 35.
Joshua Haymaker says, "Good evening. How are you? Just got home from the hospital. Hope
Uh-oh.
y'all are doing well."
Well, I am. I hope everything's well in your world. I know that you got some stuff going on.
Get ready to turn left.
And we're turning left at the light, which is red.
Turn left.
And it's green. So, RatherBe, do you have any other trucking related stuff to share?
Yeah, I suppose, you know, the truck that I primarily drive, I've just hit 210,000 miles on.
Wow.
So I'm kind of my goal for the truck is to hit 1 million miles on it. So nearly a quarter of the way there on that one.
Speed drops to 35.
Get ready to turn right.
And 25, and then we're turning right.
Turn right.
I'm really excited about the changes coming in 149. I know a lot of people are excited about the used trucks and the damaged stuff, and I am too. But one of the things I'm actually most excited about is the moon and like a night sky and stuff. I think that's going to be really exciting.
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lightning is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you know, as I was talking, I want to say I was talking to maybe Thor about this and a couple other people. It's really exciting as a software developer seeing SCS, their blog posts about their software developers actually coming over to America and like driving a lot of miles through the states that they're mapping and modeling, and just how important that experience, that like actually experiencing it is, because you can look at a map and pictures and Google Street View 1,000 times, but until you drive through this mountain, for example, you'll never experience it the same way, you know? And when you're trying to model and map stuff like this, really experiencing it is just so important. And it's, to me, it's a sign of a good software development company, that their teams are doing that kind of work.
Yeah, it really is interesting. Lurch has something to interject.
Yeah, I was gonna announce the super chat from Jamal, but you probably just saw that pop up.
Thank you,
Joshua
Jamal.
Haymaker said, right now my aunt is in hospice, so I'm trying to spend as much time with her as I can. Sorry to hear that. Trucker King said, quick question for y'all. Who is the mod maker for the K100E? And
Overfloater?
yeah, Justin responded with Overfloater, I believe. And lastly, Thor says, I'm well on the way to 1,000,000 kilometers in my Scania.
Yep. I'm sorry to hear that about your aunt. I hope that you get to spend as much time with her as possible.
We got 35-mile-an-hour curve coming up. And a 45-mile-an-hour curve. But we're good.
Adam asks, rather be trucking. What other truck do you drive in ATS and in ETS?
In ATS, I mean, so I've actually been doing some work on taking data from Trucky and turning it into getting some more data out of it. And one of the things I did was like, how much of the miles am I driving on a certain truck? Over 93% of my miles are driven on my Ruta 389. So like in ATS, I drive a 389, and like that's it. In ETS, I drive an Iveco Stralis, the best possible European truck there could be.
Oh
What
my
could
God,
be
you're gonna
better
burst
than
into
an
flame.
Iveco, right? That's when I decide to rather be lorry simming. Oh, I got a special surprise for my Iveco Scania lovers, my Iveco lovers, and those Scania haters out there. I know they're just jealous. They can't they can't stand the superior beauty of the Stralis, so they just hate.
Turning right up at the stop sign.
Turn right.
Nicholas with a bunch of angry emojis.
I don't know. I'm tempted to just drive off into the lake after that.
Thor said, did he say Iveco?
Yep, Columbia River, Lake Roosevelt. So this must be behind another dam, or this is a different dam. I mean, we're on the other side of the Cascade Mountains. Yeah, Columbia River. Much smaller up here than it is down on the Oregon border.
Those lion emojis, Nick? Nicholas, sorry. I don't want to add confusion. Hardcore says, I think he needs to see a doctor. I'm sure there's medication for that.
Sounds like he just needs to
yes.
ride around in a Stralis for a little bit.
Nicholas said lion is the man's logo. Man.
He drops to 35. And welcome to Colville.
Adam says, wait, why? A Scania is a much better truck to drive as to the layout of the interior and the
At
controls.
the roundabout, take the first
No, I disagree. When I look at that very utilitarian, functional Stralis interior, we don't need all those fancy bells and whistles that you like. Give me a steering wheel. Give me some pedals. I don't need anything else.
Go straight.
So worried about aesthetics and looking pretty.
Now Trucker King with the angry emojis.
Oh, TK, I'm going to have to butter you up because when I do get my first skin, it's going to have to be for my Iveco, man. Like, I'm going to be like, you got to skin the Iveco up.
Oh. That may be asking a bit much. Oh.
Oh, man, just wait till I talk to him about the design. You think, like, oh, man.
He says,
Oh.
no,
Exit
I
right.
refuse. I quit. Hogwarts says, sorry, he's seriously ill. I'll call an ambulance.
Exit right.
Justin Burns says, but now the real question, Stralis or highway?
Oh, Stralis the whole way, like pure box. Like if it's not a squared off box, it's not an Iveco.
Nicholas says, I drove a Scania on Thursday and Friday. It was hell.
I'm so sorry. Hopefully you had enough credits to take a good shower.
Adam says, Peterbilt and Kenworth have lots of gauges that many other trucks do not have anymore.
Yeah, actually, am eager to try out the 589. Actually, I actually really like the way they kind of melded the older and the newer together. I'm very intrigued by it.
Or says, a truck is a driver's second home, so I'll take a Scania every time.
Yep. I'm working my way up to 60. I'll lock it in there.
DK says, he keeps talking Iveco. We may have to keep him at recruit.
May have to keep what?
Him at recruit.
Oh.
Oh, it's too late, man. They already made the announcement and like made the swap over. It would look would look off if you did it now.
Responding to you, Nicholas says, yeah, I had to clean it off, but the traumatized memories, I'll never get rid of. Nightmares every night.
Got a scale coming up.
Yeah,
Got a
you can't
green.
shower that away. I got a green as well.
And TK says, I can make a change. It only takes 2 seconds.
I have witnesses.
Right.
Other people saw me get
Right.
crew status too. Iveco gang's gonna have to go on strike or something.
Keep right. Speed
I
drops
mean,
to
I don't
50.
know what we would threaten. We'd stop driving our Iveco. Like, I think that's what y'all want. So what would we do? Oh, we drive our Ivecos more.
45.
That's what it is.
$35.
Adam says, better or worse, it's Freightliner Argosy.
Never driven a Freightliner Argosy.
Go straight.
Nicholas says, RatherBeTruckSimming, I'm sorry to say, I would rather choose Scania than Iveco.
Yeah, go hop on the bandwagon like everybody else. In all honesty, yes. Like, there's no doubt. Like, Scania's obviously a better truck, but like the expression that I imagine being on Drive's face every time he has to see my truck is worth more than a million Scanias.
Turning left at the light. Either lane. It's changing to red.
Yeah, I got stuck back here.
FPG Mike V says, hello everyone.
Hey, Mike.
Adam is asking, RatherB, do you like more information from a truck or less information?
Man, that is... I want the right information presented in an easily consumable way. So like, you know, I'm not a big fan of analog dial gauges. Like, I'm an older millennial, so like, I'm fine with the digital stuff. I want big, explicit, easy to read speed. Big, easy, explicit to read RPM. Big, easy to read, like, gear. What gear am I in? Like, give me the stuff that's most important in an easy to read format so that I'm going 75 miles per hour down the freeway. I can glance down, minimal time, eyes taken off the road, consume that information as quickly as possible. Basically the same thing I'd want in a real life car. Actually use a SimHub dashboard, and I'm planning on writing a custom SimHub dashboard that tries to adhere to those design standards that I'm talking about.
Adam says, yeah, so you like information that does not require glasses.
Well, that's the thing. I wear glasses, and I have really bad vision, so that's part of the reason why I want all this stuff to be easy to see, yeah. actually been working on this other truck simming rig, and I finally figured out the coding and the wiring for the Arduino, so that I can press a button on the Arduino and it do something in the game. I finally figured out the logic behind that. I'm going to start wiring up a dashboard soon.
So I'm not taking this exit.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I am not taking the suggested exit.
Exit right.
Yep.
Adam is wondering how good you are at reversing trailers.
I would say that I'm okay. For a four-wheeler, I would say that I'm pretty good at it. At least in the game, I am.
Keep right. and then
I mean,
exit right.
so especially if I can get a good setup and I don't have to blindside it, I can do reverse maneuvers completely in cat at this point. In large part thanks to Drive and Dr. Jones and Picard and I want to say Dirty Dog and some other people held a little driving training school that helped out a lot. If you are doing truck simming stuff and you want to learn to reverse better and you have no clue how to get started, talk to Drive and Picard, and they'll get you training school, Convoy going, and they'll show you all the things you need to know.
Join the Discord.
Honestly, so much of it is getting set up properly is really...
That is it right there. Proper setup. So we're getting close to our delivery here, so you'll probably get a chance to witness that firsthand.
Justin Burns says, I drove a loaner EV from the dealership when my car was in the shop last week. It didn't have any buttons or switches at all. 100% touch screen. I couldn't even find the radio.
Now see, I never said anything about touchscreen. You want to get me ranting about something? I hate touchscreen. Touchscreens in cars are stupid. It's one of the stupidest things. They are by design. You have to physically look at them. Like, you cannot operate a touchscreen without looking at it. You can operate a physical button without looking at it. If you are looking at the touchscreen, you are by definition not looking at the road. And like, touchscreens in cars are dumb. They need to be taken away.
Go straight.
Yeah, he
Red
says, I
light.
agree. It's cost savings and actually distracts the driver more.
Yes, it's 100% cost savings. Yes.
I never thought about that. I like touchscreens, but I can see that now. Ooh, red light.
And
Shoutouts.
I say that extreme approach because I've been in cars where I've been in a couple Ubers with Teslas, and like they're trying to operate the windshield and they're like poking and they're like looking at the like touchscreen in their dashboard and they're poking at the touchscreen, and just that should not be like, that just should not
You
be.
don't have a button on the door panel somewhere for the windows?
I have no idea.
Wow.
It's actually one of the things I really like about the car that I have. It's a 2020 model, but it's all physical buttons. It's one of the things I look for in a car.
Trucker King says, I can use my touchscreen without looking. And Dr. Jones is in the house.
You are a rare individual indeed that can do that. The vast majority of people cannot do that.
Adam says, the good thing about touchscreens is you can hook up Bluetooth to your phone. I can do that in my car.
I can do that in my car, and I don't have touchscreen.
Yeah, same.
Well, I do have, it's not really a touchscreen, no.
Trucky King says, if you use the same one every day, you know where your touch is.
Yeah, but you have different pages, don't you? Gotta make sure you're on the right page. Speed drops to 55.
Keep right.
Justin said there was power window switches, but only 2 with a touchpad modifier for the rear. But everything else was touchscreen. Even the hazards were a touchpad.
Yeah, that tracks. I mean, that's what a lot of cars are going towards.
So it's all software controlled instead of being independently controlled, which means when your car's computer crashes, you got nothing. Speed drops to 45.
TK uses Apple CarPlay. Joshua Haymaker says, "What are you delivering?"
Utility poles.
Trying to decipher what it was that Nicholas is saying here. He must have had his key. Must have had his fingers on the wrong key.
And yeah, I guess part of my extreme stance is because so many of the controls are in touchscreen. If it was like just GPS or radio, yeah, okay, but for quite a few cars, it's all of the controls, and it's just that's a dangerous approach.
He said, "I wrote this without looking on my phone screen."
Keep left. Then turn left.
Alright, we're turning left up ahead.
Jinjaha says, Boomer, is that your co-driver stretched out on the dashboard?
Sure is.
Thor has seen truck drivers watching movies on a laptop that did not end well.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually have some stories of pizza delivery drivers doing the same thing. You know, trying to watch videos of stuff like in their dash while they're delivering, while they're on the job, and yeah, that does not end well. Like personal driving or commercial driving, don't watch movies while you're driving.
Seen a lot of truck drivers do that on their phones, occasionally a tablet, and they'll put it right up on the dashboard, which is insane because a cop will pull them over and give them a serious fine. It's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep right.
Like Adam says,
Then
you know,
turn
older
right.
trucks do not have the touch screens, but all the information is right in front of them.
Turn right.
Stepping away a moment or two, I will be right back.
Right.
Yeah. Thor, drive while driving.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, there's my spot over there. I'm going around.
I'm still. I'm a few miles out. I'll be right there.
Oh, I thought you were right behind me.
I got stuck by a red light.
Oh. Guess I should pay attention to what the all the humps in here.
Weird spot.
Go. Some shout outs while I'm waiting. Cody Old, JJ Man, 1982, Nick, Thor Rasmussen, our top ETS2 driver for January and April. So let me get back in there so I can. Oh, you got that one. We'll see how good he is. I can tell you. Well, I'll wait. That will probably work, but that's not the correct way to do it. But, you know, it works. Ipswich, David H74, NC Gaming Man, Matthew Roth, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March, Troken. Sorry, Nicholas, I missed your comment because I was busy focusing on what I was doing.
I'm back.
Welcome back. No, the Dinjaha. Yep, he got it done. The nameplate of my co-drivers does not say pause. Interesting though. Justin Burns, I'll show you what it says in a minute. Douglas Williams, Lee Jenkins, JC Drives, Hamzakin, Bruce A, Thomas Berger. So here is what mine says. It didn't say anything. It actually says BTT 001. That's my driver number in our virtual trucking company. Boomers Trucknado Transport. That's what it says. Tazzy 291, Doom 3, Jennifer Roth, Rick Rashid, Robert Alexander, Ryan, John the Bricklayer, Lee 01 Mr., Vigner Hoxson, Mouse 888. Are you looking for a load?
Yeah.
He is now. CJ Chance 31. I saw you stop abruptly. Keith Cersei, Gaming Zombie, our top ATS driver for May. James Brandt, Clive Hughes, Wolf Gaming, Vince Morris, Noah Long, Taurus Sev Ice Bear, our top ATS driver for June, and our top ETS2 driver for August. Somebody else has done that recently. Posdec TV, SiSL Simulations, Dr. Jones, our top ATS driver for July, Greg Ulray, Arnar Hoxson, Furious Dragon 2356.
How far were you wanting to go?
Let's see. What time is it? And I'm 300-ish miles, maybe a little less.
Okay. Yep. I actually have something that might be pretty good.
Okay, Northside Music, Colin Percival, Adam Harris. If it's a World of Trucks.
It is a World of Trucks load. Sandpoint to Grangeville, about 267 miles for some logs.
Where's it coming out of?
A rustic area. Gonna be a little drive from here, but
oh yeah, I haven't been there yet.
9 miles.
At least I haven't been there in this profile. Interesting. And by the way, when we leave out of here, I would recommend turning left and take that loop around, and you'll uncover that piece of road too.
Yep.
Adam says, RatherBeTruckSimming, do you look for loads based on direction?
Yeah, I guess it depends on it. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. So in this particular instance, I knew that we were probably going to want something in the like 250, 300 mile range, mostly for time. So most of the time, if I'm in a convoy and I'm looking for a load, I'll try to stick between that 300, 600 mile range. That seems to be a good distance for convoys. And then if it's just me personally, I like to do long distance stuff. So 1,500, 2,000 plus miles.
Yeah, the short answer is it's not so much on direction. If I understood your question. So not so much on direction, unless you're trying to get to somewhere specifically. So if you're starting in Northwest Washington and you're trying to get to Texas, you may take a load to Colorado and then take a load from Colorado into Texas. So then it's directional. Otherwise, no, it's usually about distance, time, things like that.
Yeah.
Aiden, Pancake Man, QA Library. I'm going to change the time. Ready for a flash. Peta M, watching YouTube. Charlie Ingram. Let's see where the thing takes us.
Hunter Glenray says, hello, my over-the-road trucking adventurer. I'm good. How are you today?
Hey there. Welcome to the stream. I didn't even realize you already pulled up. And that's fine. Charlie Ingram, Jared, Apple Juice 4672. We'll do some more in a little bit. We need to get on down the road.
You'd like to know why Boomer's reading off a bunch of names? Well, there are people who have joined the channel membership at the flatbedder or reefer hauler level.
Turn left.
One of the perks with those two levels is you get a shout out during almost every live stream. There are exceptions, of course. When I'm convoying with other people, generally I don't. Like on the Sunday Fun Day convoy, which would normally be tomorrow, although I would not normally be in it tomorrow. It is not happening tomorrow. We will be doing it next weekend. Rumor has it we'll be driving the Kenworth K100E again for some strange reason. I can't fathom.
Ready to turn left.
Yeah, Justin, that's a long list now, especially when someone gifts a bunch of subs.
Well, it's not as long as it was the other day. A lot of people fell off over the course of the last 2-3 days. The memberships that are gifted last for 30 days.
He says thank the card for that. Plugwash says I'd like to look for different types of loads other than waste paper.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any of those with this trailer, that's for sure.
Yeah, that does tend to be a problem. I haul 53-foot dry van a lot.
Keep left.
So I've got
and then
like
turn
210,000 miles on the 389. I've got like 130,000 miles of that
Turn
is with
left.
that trailer. So yeah, load types can definitely be a problem for sure.
Yep, that and empty pallets. In real life, I didn't do too many loads of used paper. I did some,
Roundabout. Take the
but I did a lot of loads of empty pallets
Yeah.
in real life.
now.
I wish something that I hope happens in the game at some point is the ability to make your own loads to some capacity. I like getting. I'm a nerd, so I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. Used to be a dungeon master. I like the idea of having like a story behind some of the loads, and like the loads not just being like it's going from point A to point B, but like it's going to point A to point B with a purpose, like a cattle auction's taking some cattle to a cattle farm, and then the cattle farm has steaks going to a food processing plant, and the food processing plant's got something going to a distribution center. Like that, I like that idea of it. Oh, this is a road to get up here. This is for sure.
Isn't it a road to get anywhere?
Okay, so like this is a dirt road getting up here. This is not a straight shot. Not as bad as the one in Bellingham, but
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn left.
Oh,
Turn
I see
left.
what you mean. Jeez, this is beating up my truck.
Adam asks if you have your diff lock on, RatherBe.
I do not.
Yeah, there's rarely a reason to. This road might be a reason to, but only if you're running into issues. Like if I were trying to get up here with a heavy load, I might want to.
I was gonna say, if you were trying to go up with a load.
Yeah, you might need a little extra traction. Man, I may have to hit a shop after this.
Go straight.
Well, this is kind of right up Dr. Jones's alley here, all this forestry work. Look at there, Dr. Jones. There's your tree harvester in action. Oh.
Adam says I take it slow and make sure I have ground clearance.
Well, kind of just gotta go with what I got. I mean, yeah, could take it slower. Yikes.
You have arrived at your destination.
Talk about it. Says Boomer, how are you?
Hey, Taco. How the heck are you? Man, I haven't seen you in forever. So which way is the best way to go? Can't go that way. Oh, yeah, I'm going the wrong way.
He says, so if me and Sean are ready to go, are we good to jump to October?
As far as I'm concerned, pretty sure, well, look in the chat. I'm pretty sure everybody said we're good to go. Thor would be the last one, I think, to...
And he said yes. Thor said yes.
For those of you who are wondering, we're talking about a farm sim map that we're all on together.
Justin Burns says that scraping doesn't happen as much without the realistic truck physics mod.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
But then it's not realistic.
Well, you know, I've been up roads like this and not bottomed out anywhere near as much as I do in the game. I mean, I haven't been to logging camps like this, but I've been on dirt roads. Now, these trucks are not designed for it. That's part of the problem.
Now, that was a good point, Justin. That's why I said it. Susan says maybe this is where all the used trucks have been.
I'll bet you some of them have.
Adam says, you know, construction trucks have wide tires.
Because they're on soft soil like this a lot. Trucks like that we typically drive over the road are not.
Lord Dragon said you need a Mack truck for that area.
I don't know about that.
When I convoy with my wife, I drive a Mac Anthem.
I hit that log, that's why I gave myself a Swifty. I have yet to drive any Mack truck in the game.
Justin said the log had it coming.
It did. It totally did.
Clive Hughes says hi, Boomer in chat.
Hey, Clive.
Even though he's not here and I haven't seen him, this one is for you, Rick Rashid. One, Swifty.
Oh, I could have drove through? Oh, all this fighting. I could have just gone around and drove through. Oh, for crying out loud, I feel really silly now.
You forgot the trucker's most important lesson. Why
Yeah.
reverse if you can pull through?
Never back in when you can pull through. Well, that was a lot of time spent doing silly stuff. Luis Alberto Medina, Tejas, Andrew Moore, Abducted by Aliens, Adolf 109, Jesse 2670, Cameron Clemente, Jay, Racing Brothers CBS, Exotic Gaming, and Randy Disher. That is everybody on the shoutouts list. You know, Ducky told me if I reconfigured my trailer this way, I'd get doubles. I'd get to shorter logs like this, and he was right.
Pugwash says, I changed my front bumper to a smaller one and still smashed lumps out of my truck.
Yeah. It's... I mean, if it's not catching the bumper, then it's catching, you know, the chassis. All right, I'm finally rolling out. Let me, I'm going to stop when I catch up to you, and I want to share the map with everyone.
Sure thing.
Matthew Roth gave a TrucksBook update. In ETS, we are currently 168th and 15th in ATS.
Thank you, Matthew. Here is the map, so I'll share our route. We're going to go back down the hill, through town, literally through town. And then we're going to head south on US Highway 95 through Lewiston and then Grangeville. That is our route. We're delivering in town in Grangeville. Cool. 267 miles. Let's roll.
Adam says, I have more than 8 trucks in ATS by other drivers. Do you drive any others besides the Peterbilt?
Well, he just said that he drives the Mac Anthem.
Yeah. When I convoy with my wife, I drive the Mac. I drive a Mac Anthem because she drives a Mac Anthem. Every now and then, when I'm convoying with the VTC, I'll drive Kenworth W900. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the extent. But like I said, most of my driving's on the 389. There are actually some aspects of the W900 that I actually like quite a bit. I like the full single windshield instead of the split windshield. Actually, it's actually quite nice.
And y'all in the audience here, my engine brake is muted. That's because I've got it dialed down to a lower power. In case you were wondering, you can do that. I just felt like I didn't need all the power to slow down here, so I dialed it back.
Yeah, for sure.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn left.
RatherB Adams thinks you need to experience driving other trucks.
Nah, I think I need to hit 1 million miles on my 389 and then figure out what I'm going to do from there. But I figure that's at least a year to do that, right? At least. See, the thing is that I know this is the closest I'm ever going to actually get to driving a truck. I gotta drive my truck, right?
I got stopped by a train.
Okay.
Here he comes. Let's hope we don't have a Trucknado. I am rolling.
All right, taking a right at the stop sign at the end of the road you're on.
Okay.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Speed limit is 25 rolling through town. Got a roundabout up here.
And looking forward to the Kansas DLC.
Yeah. Did y'all get a chance to watch the video that they put out for some gameplay in Kansas today? That was this morning, my time. It's starting to feel like Kansas might come out yet this year.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it.
Exit now. Keep right, and then continue straight.
I wonder if that also means
Go
that
straight.
is Kansas going to be 149? Like is
Oh,
that
it would
gonna
have to be. I mean, 149's coming out soon.
Keep right.
Okay,
then
I see.
turn Right.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's why the beta's out, to work out the few bugs left in it. And then it'll be released sometime in the next couple weeks, probably.
Jack is here.
Oztag.
Adam asks, RatherBe, do you like cab overs trucks, long nose trucks, or both?
You know, aesthetically, the long nose
Left.
truck, like the 389 and the W900 is just where it's at for me.
Left.
Quite frankly, I think cab over trucks look ugly. like to me, they're just reminiscent of. They elicited in me the feeling of old, outdated technology. I get that like European trucks are different, and for good reasons. That being said, I couldn't imagine driving like an ETS2 anything but a cab over truck. Like I couldn't imagine trying to drive this big old long nose 389 in ETS2. And logically, even in America, if you're primarily like a city local driver, cab overs make a lot of sense. You get so much better maneuverability with them. I mean, it's just hard to deny that aspect of it. So, I mean, aesthetically, I think they're ugly. Driving with them, I love their maneuverability. I mean, you can do things with them that you just can't with a long hood.
Yeah, I feel similarly. U.S. cab over trucks, I think, are ugly. Friday was the first time I'd ever driven one, and I was surprised how much I didn't hate it, but not something I want to do. I mean, not consistently anyway. I mean, I never thought I would like a Western Star, but here I am putting on lots of miles on a Western Star. I do like the Kenworth T680, but I only drive it in my Exploring series. So, and in Europe, I can't imagine not driving a cab over. You know, there is that one Scania with the long nose. I think it's ugly. Which is crazy. It seems crazy to me. To think that a long nose truck in Europe is ugly. And a cab over truck in the US is ugly. These guys, I think, don't have to stop. Well, he's gonna stop because I'm bigger than him, but
I'm just cruising along at 40 here.
I'll be along shortly.
Yep.
Turn left.
Ross says, I was always enjoying my time in cab over semi-trucks when my late father drove over the road.
You know, if it's all you know, or if it's something that you get used to, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just, frankly, think they're ugly. But again, I didn't hate it yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, driving a cab over in ATS is definitely on. Like, I want to put some miles on one of them at some point. I haven't decided if it's going to, you know, be the Argosy or the K100, or I know there's a couple other options out there. So.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to try the Argosy now just to compare.
To compare, yeah. Really, you know, for the most part, there's two general guidelines I look at when I'm thinking about what truck I want to drive. Does it put a smile on my face? Does it put a grimace on drives? If you're doing those two things, then you're good. Then whatever truck you're driving, you're good. That's a great truck for you to drive.
Says if you think about it, it is the old school modern cab over that is nice to drive.
Well, that's what the K100 is. And the Argosy, I guess, too. You know, I've driven a few vehicles with the flat nose like that, like the Volkswagen bus. Whoa. The hippie van, you know, that's got a flat nose, flat front, and I've driven an actual bus, like a 45 passenger bus, like a shuttle bus. That's got the flat front, and I didn't think anything of it, other than it's just different, and you're riding over the steer axle. You know, in the U.S., Ford used to have a kind of a utility vehicle. It's kind of like a panel van in the front, but a pickup in the back almost. I don't know what it was called. But in that the driver and passenger sat over the steer axle. I drove, seems to me I drove that a few times. Somewhere. Or maybe I just saw it a lot.
Go straight.
Oh, I'm stuck at yet another red light up here. If only I had some more shout outs to do. Well, I guess I've got 5 more, thanks to Thor. But not tonight, I don't have them handy. The entry steps for... Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I would not want to have to climb into one of those at this stage of my life with my waistline. I could do it. The hardest thing about that, though, is when you're doing like drop and hook operations, you're in and out of the truck several times, especially if you're adjusting the trailer tandems. And you know, a standard truck like this one, it's not that big of a deal. It's almost like try stepping out of a pickup truck. You got 2 steps to go down, and you got the handholds, but you know, it's manageable. You get, it kind of wears you out a little bit, but it's manageable. And from what I've seen of the cab overs, it's like you got to be some kind of a gymnastics pro or something. That may not be accurate, but it just appears that way to me. You got to step up. I had to do it on my last truck that I was in, or the last job I had. We didn't have a cab over, but because the step was broken below the door, I had to climb up on onto the backside and then kind of swing over a little bit to get in. It was a real pain in the neck. And another reason why I don't work there anymore. But it'll kick your butt climbing in and out of those things. Now, it's no big deal if you're a young guy.
Says except the Renault Magnum.
Turn right.
What about the Renault Magnum?
Oh, they talked about the steps to get in. Justin Bird says, yes, it doesn't have a bed either.
You know, even on the truck that I was talking about from my last job, you know, they've got that back area. They got the steps that go up onto the deck plate there, and then you just kind of swing around to the door. But it's, you know, it's not safe. No one should have to do that.
Yeah.
Go straight.
Before I started playing this game, I didn't really give Idaho much thought at all, like potatoes, I guess. ATS makes me want to visit. Idaho's on the list of states I want to visit. I want to go there.
Yeah, especially the northern half. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it just looks really beautiful. Yeah.
Go straight.
Looks like I've caught up to the traffic hung up behind you.
All right.
I think.
JJ Man is here.
Hey, JJ man. That's twice in one day, isn't it? Glad you made it. Yeah, I'm stuck at less than 40 right now, and I'm slowing down.
JJ Man says, no, I didn't make it for the members live, but I was able to make this one, or at least part of it.
Well, maybe that was yesterday then.
It opens up to 2 lanes up here, so it should ease up some. Got a
I
way
think-
station up ahead.
I think the problem is this bus ahead of me holding up
Got a
traffic.
green light.
JJ Man says, watching the LSU and Florida game and enjoying a few adult beverages.
I hope I don't get pulled in because I'm finally passing that bus. Oh, I got a green.
Nice.
That looks, oh, that looks like a road, a hidden road.
Yeah, I am bad about hidden roads. I know that there's a lot out there that I've been missing and I just can't find it.
Ah.
after that curve you're about to take, need to be in the left lane.
Okay.
Big Man says, "Hey, Kitty is in a different spot tonight."
Yep. Different truck.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left.
Got another way station up ahead. I got a green light on it. Way station is actually in the left lane.
Got a green.
Actually did some real life driving, not truck driving, I was just driving my car. Down through New Orleans and Houston into Austin for a conference. It was really interesting getting to drive across the Mississippi and see some of the refineries in Lake Charles and outside of Houston and stuff. It was a good drive.
Yeah, I'll bet you kind of looked at things a little bit differently after doing this.
I do actually. A lot more patience for the truckers on the road for sure. When they're in that elephant race, and I see that one on the left desperately trying to eke ahead, I get a little bit more patience for it, for sure. And yeah, I definitely see things a little bit differently. Yeah. I actually enjoy seeing all the different types of loads and all the different types of trucks and everything.
AJ Man asks, "What are we hauling and where are we headed?"
Utility pull. Well, actually, we're hauling logs.
Oh, we're just hauling logs from to Grangeville, Idaho, from Sandpoint, Idaho to Grangeville. I'm pretty sure what's happening is we're taking some logs from a timber harvesting site to either a sawmill or some other processing site to turn them into something useful.
Edgar says hello.
Hey, Edgar S.
Justin Bird says, "Learned a lot of geography since I started playing too."
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what? I have to say, I've learned an awful lot about European geography by driving in Euro Truck Simulator. Even though I knew a little bit already from living there, which I don't remember much of because that was 40 some years ago. But when we did the All Europe Challenge, wow. Like I didn't, before we did that, I couldn't have told you what, and I still can't always, but like from one country's flag to another, but I learned an awful lot. That was really amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I've had similar experiences. Gonna slow down to 45 up here. We're getting close to our destination.
Sometimes I think my wife thinks I'm nuts when I start rattling off the makes of the trucks as they're driving by. Oh, there's Kenworth. There's a Freightliner. Yeah. My wife is the same way. Like she really rolls her eyes, and I'm like, man, I don't know how I feel about that guy's load securement. You know, I don't know if those straps look right. Like they look off to me, but I don't know enough to say. You know, but if they look off to me, they're probably off. You know, right? Yeah, there's some eyes glazing over for sure.
Turn left.
If I was going to move to Idaho, this is one of the areas that I would consider seriously. Grangeville area. Here or north. All the way to Sandpoint even.
Ross just jumped on ATS. He says starting from scratch, thinking about real economy.
You arrived at your destination.
I play real economy on my the profile I play the most. I play real economy. I really like it. I like the idea of I only got one truck and one garage. I don't have much. I've got like 60 grand, and I feel like that's actually like a lot. I feel like I've done quite a bit with that actually. So I don't know. It's a different way to play.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Well, it makes things like fines. Man, you can't get fines. Like you can't just be blazing through, you know, getting all kinds of speed limits, you know, speeding tickets and crashes, and like you go broke, you go bankrupt, you
Especially
won't
in
pay
Euro
that loan.
truck.
You can't do that. So it caused me to change the way I was driving, for sure.
Nicholas says, I feel the same way in this game. Some of the load securing looks questionable sometimes.
Right. So, like, I'm looking at these logs. It's literally just one strap on the logs. That can't be right. That
Well, you got
cannot
the
be
bolsters and gravity.
Yeah, but I would feel better if there were at least three. Or at least two. One on each end at the very least. Just one just doesn't look good.
Ross says, $2,000 for a 2,800 mile job? I don't know. Buying a truck will be hard.
Yeah, but I mean, that's well. Oh, see, in 149 when they offered the used truck market, I like that might actually.
But you got to spend a lot of money to get those fixed up and drivable.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess that's where I'm supposed to be too. I have yet to find my unload spot.
I thought you were done already.
No, I missed my spot. I think I'm in the same spot you are.
Royal Stars says, hello, Boomer in chat.
Hey there. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, this is a little tough to get into. Trying to avoid rubbing up against the Jersey barrier. Yeah, I feel like I'm still not. I'm gonna hit with my fender. Well, this is just like real life.
That's where used trucks will be good. Maybe you could buy used trucks, repair them, and then sell them for profit. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's a losing proposition. But let me know how it goes. I could be wrong.
JJ Man says, I have my spots for delivery set on random, but they still seem to be easy in some places.
Some places are. Random does not mean hard, it just means random. Like this one's kind of hard. I'm struggling with this. And I'm no noob. Although I feel like it, I should have known better. I should have got up close to this timber over here on my left side. Yeah, I think I've got it now.
Yeah, more space to swing the truck around. That is one of the things they talked about. Drive and Picard and the driving and the reversing school. They talked about. We actually found a Dollar General and had a loading point that was actually really, really similar to the layout of this one.
Yep.
And they talked about getting, coming in close to the building so that you've got plenty of space to swing the truck around.
Nicholas says stops would easily get doubles back there.
Yeah. That's amazing how he does that. Yeah, I botched this again. Maybe if I can swing. Yeah, there we go. That is really close back there. And I'm not doing this in cab either, so even out of the cab, it's been tough.
Nicholas says,
yeah.
Is there a way to do a pull through?
No. It's in an alley.
Yeah, there's no pull through.
Yep, you got to get turned around and back in, and then back around the corner.
Yeah, I had dropped the trailer. I wanted to see what it looked like before I started back there.
That's actually a good idea sometimes.
That's, believe it or not, again, taught at the driving school. One of the teachers at the driving school with reversing suggested to drop the trailer and go back there and drive around, like emulate you getting out and like looking around the area as best you can and understand what it is that you're getting into before you get the trailer back there.
Yep. I actually, in this case, I would advocate getting out and walking back there. And I've had to do that many times in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Nicholas says, dev mode works great for that.
Boom. I saw that coming. But I hit it.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
with,
this is
I
this is gonna be hard.
didn't hit it with my rear fender. I hit it with my front fender. Yeah, now you're taking it to the other extreme.
And yet you didn't take your Swifty count up.
Oh, whatever.
Ooh, Swifties. Ah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're looking good. Look at him. He's getting this quicker than I did.
He had time to watch you struggle with it.
No, he did the setup properly. He came back here, he looked to see what the deal was, and then he did a proper setup. So, what is this, like the third attempt? And he's getting it. He's nailing it. Oh. Hit the wood. Still doing good. And our tutorial sessions are geared towards helping with this. Picard and Drive, if you're watching, this might be a good place to do that training. This is a tough one.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I know I've said it a couple times, but all of that 100%, the reversing school, paying attention to Drive and Picard and Dirty Dog and the other drivers when they were giving us lessons, 100%. Like, I've been able to apply the stuff that they taught me on almost every load I've taken. Legitimately.
Gar says, where is it?
Grangeville. It's the Rustic Lumberyard in Grangeville, Idaho. On the north side of town, right here.
He says, okay, it's noted.
I'm going to add some daylight, so watch your eyes. There we go. RatherBeTruckSimming, second one-on-one convoy for being top driver in American Truck Simulator. He's got another one of these coming for being the number 2 driver in Euro Truck Simulator. Are we going to drive in Euro Truck with that one, or are we going to do this again?
No, we are definitely going to drive in Euro Truck for that one. Like I said, I've got something special lined up for all those Iveco lovers and Scania lovers. I hope you don't hate too much. Be jealous, I guess.
Okay. Well, this has been fun. I have really enjoyed this. We've had a nice drive, a nice chat.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a blast. Thank you very much for having me. I had a lot of fun.
And I'm not sure when we'll schedule that, but probably later on this month. We'll have to see. But for now, I don't think I've forgotten anything, have I? I'm sure I have. Probably. Tomorrow, there is no Sunday Fun Day Convoy. I am not streaming until my plan is for next Friday. So I don't know what I'm streaming then yet, but we'll work it out and I'll let you know. So that's it for me. Thank you, Lurch. Thank you, RatherBeTruckSim. We will see y'all later.